I've been on this endless quest to find a reliable place to use their Wi-Fi. There was a cafe nearby that claimed they had good Wi-Fi, but it's not worked since I've been here. And the immigration office also has Wi-Fi, but you're not really allowed to chill inside. There's a hotel nearby, so I'm going to try and go into the hotel. Maybe there's a cafe or a bar or something. I can go and sit there, have a drink and do some work. If not, I might have to do some sneaky stuff and try and get in. Now, to use this facility is for guests only, but I literally just gave a random room number and he's like, okay, cool, no problem. You can stay, I can stay in the house for as long as I like. And I might even be able to sneak into the pool. Like, sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so I'm just gonna get on with some work now. So we have successfully made it through into the swimming pool area. Oh damn. This whole area is so nice. But you know what, I've been kind of scoping the area and I don't know how I feel about going for a swim. Nah, do you know what? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I literally have this whole place to myself. There's not a single person here. The whole place is empty. There's one person I saw in the cafe, and that is it. And that was good fun. Had a nice swim, did some reading, just chilled in the sun for a bit. But I think it's time we leave. I think I've overstayed my welcome. Later, I jumped into a taxi to head to the nearby city of Tetuan, where I'd meet up with a local friend of mine to do some exploring and look at some of the local sites. We didn't really have much of a plan. We ended up just wandering around the old town where we had a very strange encounter with a local. Meet Mr. Random Moroccan Dude. Now he heard me speaking English, so he came over to have a chat, and then insisted on showing us some cool spots that he knew. Now normally I wouldn't go for this because they tend to ask you for money or try to swindle you somehow, but he insisted on not getting a single penny from us, so I thought, hey, let's go for it. After a walk around the old town, he took us to one of his friend's carpet shops, which was really cool. So this random dude has just basically just invited us in to have a look in his place. Ooh. Oh wow.
هذوك يقولوها بالشفتي شفتي بالانجليزي هذا شفتي.
Now this is my favourite part of Random Moroccan Dude's tour. He took us to a random building and up some stairs to an amazing viewpoint where you could see the entire city. Oh wow. And to conclude his tour, he took us to another old building that was hundreds of years old, which is now home to an all-natural pharmacy. Now I thought this was really cool, especially the jars of all the ingredients surrounding the building. And to finish off the day, we spent the rest of the evening just wandering around the town, looking at some of the amazing old buildings and the awesome architecture surrounding the city. Good morning, it is currently 6 AM and I've woken up early today because today is a very special day. Today is the final day of Ramadan, also known as Eid al-Fitr. Now we usually start this day with morning prayer, so I'll be meeting with my friend in Madir and we're gonna go and I think he was saying something about how they all pray on the beach. So I have my prayer mat, and also the only thing I'm missing now is my outfit. Now in Morocco, they have their own traditional outfit, but obviously being of Pakistani origin, I always have an outfit on board. There we go. There is my traditional outfit, also known as a shalwar kameez. It was really interesting to see the people of Morocco gathered to pray outside like this. It wasn't something that I've actually seen before, and a lot of people turned up. Like, a lot of people turned up. Now that was truly an amazing experience. I've never done anything like that before. Usually back in the UK on Eid we'll just go to a mosque and pray. That's pretty standard. And although it was a really nice experience going out and praying with everyone, and that amazing sense of community and that awesome environment and atmosphere, it was quite sad for me because since as far back as I can remember, every single Eid has always been with my family, and this is the first Eid ever without my family, so it was actually quite sad. But yeah, all in all, it was a really amazing experience, and I'm honoured to share that with the Moroccan people. So now we're just back on the boat, and I've made myself a cup of mint tea. I forgot to do a taste test on this last time, in a previous episode where I showed how I made it. So Ian, this is for you actually, because he did comment saying there was no taste test. I was like, do you know what, that's true, I didn't add it in. Oh my god, that's so good. But it is so good, it's so good, I love this so much. First started drinking it a lot when I was in university. I had a Turkish flatmate, Baron, and some Kurdish friends who I used to hang around with a lot. And they would always take me to places to have mint tea, and they'd make it at home as well, and it was so good. And yeah, so I've been addicted since then. And the best thing is I've got the whole pot to myself. That's so horrible to say, but it's true. So filming here is an absolute nightmare. No one likes to be, not that no one likes to be filmed, but every time I get filmed, someone comes up to me and tells me that I can't film. So once again, I was just walking through the marina, and the maritime police guy, who was fine with me filming yesterday, no, he said you can't film, but if you want to take some photos, you can take some like cheeky photos. I was like, whatever, man. But anyway, so two guys saw me filming, and they just came over to say hello. There were some Moroccan guys who spoke very good English, and they invited me to go to the beach with them. So to the beach we go. So I'm here with Sarman and Moki. These are the guys who invited me to the beach. Freaking absolute legends.
Yeah, I got. This is Ali.
Yeah.
Our new friend.
In the place.
After having a really nice Eid, it was time to go on an adventure that I had planned, and I've been waiting to go to this place since I first came to Morocco. I am going to go and meet up with Firdaus, and we are going to go to the really famous blue city of Morocco, also known as Chefchaouen. So we weren't going straight to the blue city, and apparently there was a spot along the way that I just had to see. So we met up with some more Firdaus' friends to check it out. Firdaus, Noah and Nohela, we finally made it to Akchour, and we're going to do some hiking and some walking, and Noah's going to go for a swim, right?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, no.
If it is warm enough, I'll go.
No problem, no.
Joking.
No, I brought my swimming stuff with me.
Do you have something to swim?
Yeah, of course. I'm always,
trousers?
yeah, always prepared, bro.
You have one, I guess.
We can share, one leg each.
Yeah.
Firdaus, you said this is going to be like a nice walk, not a whole jungle flipping hike. I feel like we're walking back to Tetuan. They're cooling the drinks down with the water.
The new system.
Oh, bro. This is where we have to swim.
Yeah, here where we swim.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can just go now.
Wow, wow. Bro, that is good. Woo! Now, smoke is touch the ground. You think like a monster will come out?
Oh man, I'm feeling so good after that swim. Feeling proper refreshed.
Yeah.
Noah's just got in for a swim as well. It's so freaking beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Where else do you get this? Oh man. I'm so glad we stopped off here. After walking back down the river, it was time to jump into a taxi and head towards the famous Blue City. We've tried to get into a taxi to come to Chefchaouen, also known as the Blue City, and we are lost. So for those who just gone into the shop to try and ask for some directions, we're very close, but not exactly know where we're going. Oh my god.
What? Serious?
I think.
You good? Sorry, let me just...
Thank you.
So after getting lost again and having to walk back the way that we came, eventually we found our way into the Blue City. But to be honest, all this walking made us really hungry, so food was #1 priority.
Hello, welcome everybody to our YouTube channel. My brother Ali.
And then you need to taste everything.
Actually, I also like this.
Okay, now that we were eaten and hydrated, we're ready to go. And the first spot on the list was an old prison located in the centre of the city. Looking out from the guard tower at the surrounding city, something about the landscape looked really familiar and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but then it finally hit me. The landscape was very reminiscent of the level design of a game I used to play called Assassin's Creed. I played this game a lot when I was a kid, so it almost felt a bit nostalgic.
Okay, try. Ali, you paid for it. Just try.
Now you stay.
We spent the most part of the day just exploring and getting lost in the back streets and finding these amazing locations that were just so beautiful to look at. This entire city just seems like an endless maze of markets and shops. And the marketplace literally sells everything here. Anything you can think of, guaranteed. If you look for long enough, you'll find a place that sells it. And as the sun went down, it's time for me to try local street food. I was trying to avoid it, but Firdaus insisted. Snails. Keep an eye on my face as I see her take the first snail out of the shell.
واش عطاها لك من دابا؟ بكا خذ داك الصباط تاعك. وي Try another one. Let me keep this inside.
That's right.
Yeah, it's good, right? It's delicious.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really delicious. He's trying it for the first time.
It's actually quite nice. Very nice. It's quite nice. You should try it, it's good. It's been a crazy day. We've gone into these really awesome buildings, we've tried some really awesome local food, and now we're just finding like a really cool place to watch the sunset. And Firdaus has a place, but I think we're lost again.
No,
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because at first we went over there and then we turned around and came all the way back here, so I don't believe you.
Because we were talking with a guy.
And it turns out we were lost and had to cross this river to get to where we wanted to go. And these rocks were super slippy, but I didn't fall in. She got me doing more stairs.
There are more stairs.
I hate it. So after that extremely long hike, And for those here getting us lost twice, inhaler falling in the water, we hiked this like mosque on the top of a hill to watch the sunset. And it is so nice. I honestly couldn't think of a better way to end the day by watching the sunset over such an amazing city full of amazing food and beautiful culture. And on our way down, we managed to catch the call to prayer, which was so beautiful to listen to. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been such an amazing experience exploring Morocco so far. But be sure to come back for the next episode, which is going to be really special because we leave the boat behind and venture inland to explore the Sahara.